Certification law.
Let's listen. Okay, let's.
Well, my distinguished colleagues, leaders of our party from Ekiti, some of whom are well seated here, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. It's been a busy day for all of you, and I will just be as brief as I can, except where you have questions or need further clarification. I am Opeyemi Bamidele, by the grace of God, Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I'm here with you at the Media Center this afternoon because I have come to the National Secretariat of our party, the All Progressives Congress, to obtain the nomination form of our party for the governorship election that is slated to hold in Ekiti State on the 22nd of January 2022. Gentlemen of the press, I am in this race because I am truly convinced that no man owns himself to himself alone, but by my own philosophy, I believe that everyone owns himself partly to himself, partly to his family, partly to his community, partly to the society at large. And that at the end of the day, whichever talents were given by God Almighty, we have to account for each and every one of them. I have had privileges and opportunities. By the grace of God, I've had extreme and extended exposure in the three arms of government. One, as a solicitor and advocate of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, and as an attorney and counselor at law of the state of New York in the United States. And this, in the last 30 years, had given me an opportunity to network extensively within the judicial arm of government. And today, by the grace of God, I'm a member of the body of benchers, which is the highest decision-making organ of the legal profession. And of course, I've been privileged to serve as a principal functionary within the executive arm of government. I was in the cabinet of Lagos State for 11 and a half years under two governors, and that was an opportunity to operate and get a lot of exposure within the executive arm of government. I got elected into the House of Representatives in 2011, and today, by the grace of God, I'm a serving senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That makes the exposure for me complete, also within the legislative arm of government. So having traversed the three arms of government, I want to say, with due respect and with every sense of modesty, that I've got what it takes to lead a state like Ekiti in a time like this, when everyone who has a scientific understanding of what is wrong and what is to be done needs to come forward to present himself to the people. And I'm not contesting this election because I believe I'm the only one who can add value in Ekiti State. But I'm in this race because I'm convinced that more than anyone else, I know Ekiti like no one does, of all of us who so far have indicated interest in being governor in Ekiti State. And that I know the workings of government in the three arms of government like no one does among all of us who are aspiring, to be governor in Ekiti State. And I've also said I'm going to govern the state on the basis of a policy thrust from the heart and anchored on 5 cardinal areas. H, standing in for health and human services, because I believe that this is important and a sine qua non for human capital development. The E of the heart stands for education and economic prosperity through economic advancement of the state. The A in the heart will stand for agriculture and mineral development of the state, because that is supposed to be the mainstay of our economy, which had been abandoned over the years. Of course, the R in the heart will stand for rural and infrastructure development, which I also believe is something that is germane to any form of genuine development. And for the T, I talk about transformation of our youth and women, because I believe this is also cardinal to any kind of meaningful social development. In the days and weeks ahead, by the grace of God, I will unfold the details of my manifesto, but be rest assured, gentlemen of the press, that by the grace of God, I believe God Almighty himself over the years had prepared me for a time like this, and I believe it is time for me to really showcase my talent and the fact that I have been privileged in a special way to garner experiences which I'm willing to place at the disposal of the government and people of Ekiti State. Finally, I also must say that Ekiti State today is led by a governor who understands the language of democracy and development. His Excellency, Dr. John Opeyemi, and his administration has done so well and so much for Ekiti State. And I believe that administration deserves to have a worthy and well-focused successor that will not only protect the legacy of our party and of the administration in Ekiti State, but that will also build on that legacy and take Ekiti State to the very next level, of development. Gentlemen of the press, once again, I want to thank you for your attention, and I want to say that I'm open to your questions and or clarification that you may have. God bless you.